Wow, morning YouTube. Just want to bring you up to date with Roach's weekend really. I've been waiting for some spare parts to turn up for the Bowser. The old diaphragms that went in the hand pump were perished. And with these things, you know, you've got to have a kind of good look to see where these things are damaged, because on initial inspection there didn't appear to be anything wrong with them really, but same there. So these diaphragms were useless. Had to source some parts, and got a couple of new ones from the manufacturers. They were pretty good. They turned up in a couple of days. Just as a sort of heads up, it really depends what you're going to keep in a Bowser. If you're going to keep water, you can get away with a lot less expensive diaphragms. If you're going to keep fuels in it, so red diesel, diesel or petrol, you need something that's not going to perish with the fuel, and subsequently they're a little bit more expensive. But got those to put in today, and that should see the hand pump fixed and ready to rock and roll. I pushed the boat out and bought the pump handle, proper pump handle. It's starting to look really tidy now, so I didn't see the point in just sticking a piece of wood in there, you know, but ultimately it would have done. And got some more treasure on eBay. I found a fuel hose and a trigger. So this is 4 meters of fuel hose and a trigger. A young lady was cleaning out her dad's garage. I think perhaps he passed away, but never been used. Got it for £20, $30. Brand new one would have been £60, $90. So that was yet a little bit more treasure. It's a 4 meter hose. It'll be perfect for the Bowser. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be completing today. Going to get the fuel Bowser all flushed out, all fitted out, and ready for the people to come and fill up. What I've decided to do is to fill it up with biodiesel, purely because our vehicles are run on biodiesel, no problem at all. Price of biodiesel is 121 pence per litre, whereas regular diesel at the pump costs 149 pence. So on filling the Bowser up, you know, we're talking about a saving of £300, $450, which is quite a lot of money to save. So biodiesel is the way we're going to go with that. Got another couple of little jobs on the go, so let's just give you a little whistle-stop tour of what Roach is up to for the weekend. Okay, this is where I've placed my IBC 1000 litre container, and I fixed it up to the downpipe off of the garage. So you just tee into the downpipe and it diverts water into the tank. As soon as the tank's full, it then diverts it back to the downpipe, so no chance of overflowing. In 5 days that it's been in position, you know, if you imagine each one of those bars is 200 litres, it's a 1000 litre container. In 5 days I've got 200 litres of grey water there, so it's already coming on a treat. I've actually bought a small tap that I'm going to put into the black cap on the front of the IBC, so that I can just put a hose pipe on it, but let's just show you that. Okay, so there's the tap that I've bought. It's just a plastic tap on off with this kind of threaded end, and all I'm going to do, just drill a hole in this cap and then fix the tap into it, and that way I'll just be able to put a hose pipe straight onto it. I've just used some gasket seal there just to make a a bit better seal for the new diaphragms that are going in. I'm not completely sure that I need it at all, but rather than take a chance, I thought I would put it in at this stage, and it might stop me having to take it apart if it doesn't work. I looked on the internet, but nothing obvious sort of sprang out at me. Okay YouTube, so that's the fuel hose, 4-metre hose and a, like I say, brand new trigger. I sealed it up. Very simply, this joint needed to be sealed. So what I did is I actually used the trigger to drain out the fuel that was in the bowser in it, which here in the UK, that's a couple of £100 worth of fuel. Bear in mind that I only paid £140 for the bowser itself, so that was a bit of a result really. What I had to do is dispose of the first 5 gallons of diesel that I got out of it, because it was pretty contaminated really. It had water in it. When it came out, it was a sort of milky white colour. Thereafter, the next 20 gallons that came out of it was, you know, good colour, good smell. So, like I say, that was a real result. Here in the UK, we've got a couple of different types of fuel. We've got what's called red diesel, and it's called red diesel because it's red. But what it is it's fuel that's put aside for the military, and it's also sold to farmers that have a concession on tax. So there's no duty on fuel for the military or for farmers. They buy fuel at something like 38p a litre, whereas the rest of us are paying about £1.49, 149p. So to stop the fuel going out on the open market and being sold without duty, what the government do, or the manufacturers do, is they put a red dye in it, and it's called red diesel. So if you were to get stopped by the police, or they, you know, dip your tanks or whatever, and they found you were using red diesel, there would be a substantial fine. They don't look upon it at all.